Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Neves and I'm here to present you Nexmo. So I've already opened their website and they are like an API that is used to focus on customer experiences, and they have a messaging, I think with SMS based, and a voice APIs, which we are going to focus on this tutorial. Um, okay, so I can log in this account, in my account. Okay, I'm here. Um, and now we can create our own application. So it should be a voice. Okay, and let's first, before creating the application, let's talk how Nexmo voice API works. So there are several actions that you can do, and Nexmo will handle those actions for you. So you only have, for example, in Java to create the actions options, and sorry, the actions objects, yeah. And after that, you just need to call them and return the JSON on the endpoint that Nexmo will be calling, and we will check that later. So you have several actions: the record, the conversation, the connect, the talk, stream, input, and notify. So the most important ones, and the ones that we are using in this tutorial, are talk. So you send a synthesized speech through the phone call. So someone just says what you type. You have the stream where you can like play some music on the phone call, and you have the input. So you can ask the users for input, like, oh, press how many pizzas you want, for example, and the user will press two, and you will receive the two, and you're gonna parse that the way you want it. So you have also record, which I assume will record a call or a part of a call. Okay, this is the format. We have the conversation action to create standard or moderated conferences. So I assume this is like to connect several persons on the same call. Yeah, we won't be using this. Deconnect. So you can use connect action to connect to call a call to endpoints such as the phone numbers or VBC extension. So maybe you will connect the call directly to a phone number, which again we won't use it. The talk, okay, this is the one, synthesizing talk. The action talk and the text are here, so the person that is calling will hear these this sentence. And stream, which you will provide an MP3 file, or that I'm sure there are several formats that you can use, and the WAV as well, and people that are hearing the call will hear the stream. After that, we have the input. So the input is usually used with a talk, because otherwise the customer won't even know what they are going to type. So please enter a digit and the action input. And this is really important. After that, you need to have an event URL. Why? Because input requires Nexmo to call your API that you are doing. We are doing that with Java. You can do it with whatever language you want. There are several Nexmo clients for that. And Nexmo will call your endpoint saying, okay, user, for this input, user pressed 2. And you'll receive that 2, and you will just use the 2 for whatever you want. Okay. There are several parameters that you can send on talk. For example, barge in. This means that you don't need to make to wait for synthesized sentence to finish to enter a digit. And submit on hash, this is an input as well. So you, for example, you will just only handle the input after you submit an hash. So you can place like 10 numbers and then an hash. So after the hash, your event URL will be called. Okay. So yeah, the event URL, it's your URL, and when you receive the request from the input, you receive some request with those parameters. The ones that you are interested or it's most interesting is this DTMF, which is the digits that the user has typed on his phone. Yeah. So notify, send a customer payload to your call event, to your event URL. We won't use this, and that's it. Okay, those are the actions that we are going to use. Okay, so now there is an important part, which are the APIs. We are using the Java API. We have code snippets for that, as you can see here. There are also several other code snippets with examples for other languages, but we are sticking with Java, so let's stay here. So we are ready now to create our own Nexmo application, right? So why we don't go to our dashboard, go to create an application, and okay, this is the application name. So it's a way for you to identify whatever you want to call it, so you can identify your application. So I don't know, educate. Let me all over education ecosystem. Okay, voice. All right. Okay. Now there are two main things that are important in this. You may be asking, what's the event URL? So let's just talk, read this. During both inbound or outbound voice calls, Nexmo sends event information asynchronous to this URL. What does this mean? When the user picks up, for example, you receive something saying started. When the phone is ringing, you receive something saying that phone is ringing. So you can control and see the entire flow of the phone call in your application, as long as you provide this. And you have always to return a 200 OK HTTP response code. Okay, so since this is always required, okay, what we can do is just provide google.com webpage. This always returns 200, and after that, after having a real endpoint in our application, we will replace this for whatever we want. Okay. Answer URL. So there are two types of calls: the inbound calls and the outbound calls. So in this case, we are going to make like a customer service for a pizza restaurant where you can order pizza. So you will have to pick up your phone and call them, right? So this is an inbound call. You will have to call a number that we will buy and we will have here in Nexmo, and this number will receive your call. You could have also outbound calls. This is the other way around. Nexmo will call your device and you will pick up. So if you're using outbound calls, you don't need to fill up this URL. But since we are doing inbound calls, we need to have it. So we will fill this later after we have our Java application running. Okay. Don't forget that we need to have the application, and if you want to test this, you have to open a port in your router to make your application visible to the outside. After that, we have to generate a public private key pair so we can communicate with the API. So you can click here, it will generate one for you automatically, and you will receive the private key here, download it. And you will be using this private key in your Java application to communicate with the Nexmo API. Now, an important part, the numbers. Okay, let's create the application first. Create application. So, okay, has been created. So, to accept inbound calls, link a number below first. So, there is an important part. I've already let's manage this, and let me, your numbers. I have several other applications, so I just want to free this number, okay, to unlink this number to our new application. So let's go to my applications again, education ecosystem, voice, numbers, and just link this number. Okay, now whenever we call this number, it will, when the number receives the call and starts ringing, this event URL will be called first. It actually can be a HTTP GET, and it will be called first with, for example, the ringing status, okay? The ringing event. When I pick up, this answer URL will be called. And this answer URL needs to return a JSON object so that you can use in your application. Okay, let's save changes. All right. So, to recap this, we bought a number, okay, because we are doing an inbound call, and we have set up our application with our event URL, and in the future with our answer URL, which will return a JSON with a list of NCCO actions, Nexmo call control object. So you will return a list like, okay, you have to talk something and you have to input something. And when the Nexmo receives those objects, which are familiar to them, they will perform and send those actions and convert those actions to your mobile phone. So after that, you will receive, okay, press, you have to choose how many pieces you want. And then you click on your input, and that's it. Okay. So this was session 1. I hope it wasn't too much. Really, this is a really simple to use API. You have tutorials here that you can check them out. Those are in several different languages. You have for voice, for example, in Node. You have, like, let me see, private voice communication in Node as well. Call tracking in Node, yeah. Maybe all of those. PHP. So there are not many tutorials. Ruby, not many tutorials with Java. So after that, you have also the SDK and tools. So we will use this Java, which I have already shown to you. There are some installation tips, usage, and tips and tricks, and something like that. We will explore this in further sections, and you also have the community if you want to talk with people and go to conferences if you want. Yeah, but that's it. It's really important to reference that the use of the API, from what I understand, is free. The only thing that you have to pay is to have your own numbers. So if you go to your applications and you click, for example, our application that we just created, and buy more numbers, those numbers have a cost. And I don't know, if you want this landline, you will, okay, there are no landline. Okay, because I selected SMS. So landline, it will cost, this number, you have to rent it, and it will cost €2.5 per month, which is not that expensive if you think about it. because you can do everything with this number, and if you have the skills to program your automatic machine to answer the phone calls, you can have lots of profit and lots of great customer experience. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you like this session. This was like a quick introduction to what we are going to do, and stick around for session 2. Hello and welcome to session 2. So in the previous section we talked about event URLs, answer URLs, about the NCCO objects. So that's it. In this session we will start creating the project. I will use IntelliJ. I'll share my phone screen, as you can see here, on AirDroid to show you show me calling the number that we have, since this is an inbound call test. And we will create the application with Java using the Nexmo SDK, and we'll create a simple application that allows you to listen to someone talking when you call a number. Okay. First of all, it's possible to have a playground here. So if you go to voice playground, you can emulate whatever you want. This is what our Java application will return. It will return a JSON. We will construct objects, but after that we will convert those objects to JSON, and this is what Nexmo will receive. So for example, if I want to, I don't know, to listen to an audio stream, so this is a stream, right? And then we have this URL. So this is just an example.
Hi, this is Rebecca. You are listening to an audio file streamed to a Nexmo voice API call.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the idea. So if I validate this, it's valid. And this is a good way to test for your syntax if you are going to provide a direct JSON. If you are going to use NCCO objects, like we are going to do on the Java application, those JSONs should be already well formatted, so you don't need to worry about it. But you can have like your static files hosted somewhere and just with this JSON information. Okay, so we can go to test, right? And this number is the number that I bought. So if I call it, we should receive that stream. So if you see, I have already the number here, 388079776. This is a Portuguese number, okay? And if I call it, I'll put the phone right here so you can listen. You should receive the sound.
Hi, this is Rebecca. You are listening to an audio file streamed to a Nexmo voice API call.
Okay, now the call just goes away because the only instruction that you have is to talk, to send the stream, the voice, the audio stream. So here you have the information about the call, timestamp, the conversation ID, the status. So this is really important, because remember of me talking about the event URL? And when you go to your applications, sorry, not here, but if you go to here and see here the event URL, so those are the events that are sent to that URL. So the phone is ringing, inbound, sorry, status ringing, started, answered, and completed. Those are the 4 states of our call. Okay, so let's start by creating our Java application. Okay, so I'll open IntelliJ and I'll create I'll create new project. Okay, we will create a new Maven project, right? I don't know, let me see the group ID that I can give it to it. I've already have a mock-up of a project here, so I'm just checking how I have done this, so the streams are like more intuitive for you. So new project, okay, let's see, Maven project, next. So the group ID can be com.education.ecosystem, okay, you can call it whatever you want, and this will be Nexmo voice. Tutorial. Okay, next. So yeah, I will save on desktop, why not, finish, and okay, let's place it here. Okay, so we have an application here. So first we have to import the Nexmo client. So if you go to voice, getting started, overview by day, okay, Nexmo Java SDK. Let me see here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So in Maven you just have to import this. Okay, so easy. So you'll have to have, I don't know if you are familiar with Maven, but it's not that hard. Just say the dependencies that you want. You can enable auto import if you want. Let me just put the font a little bit higher. So settings, editor, font, it will be like 15. Apply, so you can see well. Okay, we have everything. So another thing that I will use, and this is for sake of simplicity, I will use something called Spark for Java. This is like an MVC framework where you can create the endpoints that you want. If you want to find out more, there are tutorials, there are also docs. But basically what we will use is like, okay, this is an endpoint that will return hello world. That's basically it. So if you are familiar with HTTP and REST endpoints, that's what we are going to use here. Nothing fancier, or just normal and plain HTTP requests. Okay, so we need to import Spark. Okay, so here we should have, yeah, 280, yeah, of course. So Java, we can go here and just put another dependency here. Okay, and this should be a Java application, of course, but I first need the main file. Java class should be main. Okay, all right, so we have to call the main public. I was seeing you static void main. Okay, and it will receive a string array of called args. That's it. Let's try to print an hello world just to see if the application is running correctly. Let's see. Okay, hello world. So this is a tutorial for an hello world. You can go away. You already know how to do it. Okay, so what about now? Now we have to start creating. Actually, there is something important that I need to say. In the previous tutorial, I said that we needed to generate a public key, but this is not true. We don't need this. I'm sure I can delete it for here because it's not possible, but I don't need it because this public key is only used for when you call Nexmo API. In this case, you are not calling it. It's the other way around. It's Nexmo, when it receives an inbound call, it will call this event, as well, this event URL or this answer URL. So you don't need this because it will be Nexmo communicating with you and not you communicating with Nexmo. Okay, after that, okay, Spark. We can use that. Let's create an endpoint on Spark, for example. And it should be really easy. So first of all, I like to create separate code. So controller, let's create a package called controller. I don't know, we can call it main controller. Okay, and okay, main controller, we want to generate a constructor. Okay, and this constructor can generate here the routes that we want. For example, let's start by the event route. Okay, so it will be a post, alt enter, port static. Okay, and now we define the URL that you want. So slash event. Okay, and it will receive a request and a response. Okay, and after that you have your function, so you can return hello. Okay. Okay, we are using no. Yeah, we need to change this. 8, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's the problem? Method call expected. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. So string hello equal to, I think, hello return hello. No. No. Okay. Oh, I had imported the wrong post. Okay, so let's return an hello again. Okay. If we make it a get, okay, just okay, import everything. If let's, for the sake of tests, if this endpoint is working, if we transform it in a get, so we can test easier from the browser. Okay. Oh, I forgot something. We need to tell Spark to be listening on any port, so it will be on port 300. Okay. Oh, and now we have to construct the actual controller. So main controller equals to new main controller. We don't need the instance, so we can do just like this, and we are good to go. Now we are good to go. Okay, this is, you don't have the self4j imported, but I don't think we need this in this project. So let's see if we go to localhost 300 event. Hello. Okay, the endpoint is working. If you go the other endpoint, it will show 404. Awesome. Okay, now we will work on this endpoint. Okay, so let's create. First of all, let's see. Okay, let's debug this. All right, I cannot delete this. Let's debug this. Okay, and see. Just to make a breakpoint. Okay, let's see what we have here and what we receive when we make a call. Okay, but before that, we need to specify our event URL correctly, right? And let's change it to a post. Okay. All right. Yeah, and return request. Okay, we change it to a post. So now I opened a port on the port 300 on my router. So the only thing that I need to provide here is my IP and my end URL that I want to access. So I have here in my applications. So in this application, actually we have this. This is my, okay. So this is the same thing. So we can paste it here, HTTP, my local IP, the port / event, and it's a post. Save changes. Okay. Let's see if it's saved. Okay. So now when we call manage number, we need to, because it was on our playground app. So if we go our voice, your application, sorry, come on, your applications, number was here because I was testing in playground. So I need to unlink your applications here, numbers, and link it again. Okay, great. Now let's call it this number and see if our endpoint gets called. Okay, so breakpoint, right? And let me show you what I'm doing on my phone screen. Maybe it's better to do something like this, right? Yeah, like this. Okay, let's see. I call the number. Yeah, the call just died because I don't return any NCCO, so there is nothing to do, right? And when I go here in request, this is a post request, okay. And actually, I may not be receiving anything because let's see if we can get the body. Yeah, here we go. See, call duration 0, start time null. This is like the price and something like that. This is our number, the call ID, the conversation ID, status completed. Yeah, because it started and was completed. This is an inbound call. This is the network and timestamp that we did it. Okay, awesome. So we know that this endpoint is working. So great. What we need to do now? Let's make our application say something. So we need another endpoint. Okay. And now, okay, answer endpoint. We don't have any, so we can create it again here. So the IP is the same. We want to get, and it should be like home/home. Why not? Save changes. Okay, we have it saved, and we need to create another endpoint. So as you see, this is really simple. You create another endpoint. It will be a get. It will be a get, and it will be called home. Okay. And now we need to return something so that someone talks. Okay. So how can we do this? So there are some objects that we can construct, and one of those are talk action. Okay. Intro, for example, and it will be talk action dot builder. And if you see the builder, wait, and if we see the builder, it receives a text. So the text, it's what do you want to say. So this is a tutorial for this is a tutorial for education ecosystem. Actually, I don't know if this does anything. And you have other things to do. The voice name, the barge in, the level, if you want to loop, and the text, which is the same as passing in the builder. So let's play with voice name. Voice name. And you want to call Celine, for example. Okay. So there are Nexmo voices. If you go here, and there are several voices that you can choose, and several languages. Let's see if I find out the voices that I have here. So NCCO voice. It's here. Maybe it's languages. Yeah, that's it. No. Products, voice, and there was a list with voices that you could use, and each name of the person that was talking was like, well, like Celine is like Spanish, for example. Let's see if I find it here. No, it's not his. No. Maybe it's... No. There was a list. Okay, there was a list. Forget it. And there is a default voice, which we can test. But after that, in the next tutorial, I will search for the voices correspondence to the languages. So now what we need to do is just, you have your action, so you can return a new NCCO intro. You receive like the sentences that you want to say, dot to JSON. And now comes the funny part. If we go to our browser and call localhost home, you'll receive a JSON text, the action talk. So this is what Nexmo will interpret and just send it to our phone. Let's see what happens. So if I go again to my phone, right, and let's open the phone again. Okay, let's see. So let's call it Something didn't work. Slash home. Let's see what I did wrong. So your applications. So that's the IP. Did I save? Maybe I didn't save. I'm not sure. I should have saved it. Let's see again. No. No. I know the problem. We are not saying, and this is really important, we are not saying that we want that format of what we are returning. We need to know that this is an application JSON, so we need to send this content type header for Nextmode to know that it's handling the a JSON response. Let's try one more time. It should work right now.
This is a tutorial for education ecosystem.
Okay. And you see something curious here. You see 4 hello words. Those are the 4 states of the call. Ringing, answering, answered, and completed, and I don't remember this. Let's see. So return, so system out request dot body. Let's see again. Let's call the number again. So let me share. Okay. Let's see.
The tutorial for education ecosystem.
Okay. The call ended. And if you go here, you can see ringing, started, answered, and maybe completed. Completed, yeah. And you can note that the conversation ID is the same. The UID and conversation ID is the same. So this identifies the call that you are doing. So that's it. If you want to ask for an input, it's really easy. There are several things that are important in the input. So first of all, it's input action, and it's an input action and intro. No, input. Okay. Dot builder. What does the builder receive? Nothing. Okay, it's different from the builder from the talk action dot. And now you have several things. You have the max digits, for example, which define the maximum digits that you can type. The submit on hash, so it will only submit your input when you click on hash. The timeout, the time that it will wait before it disconnects the call if you don't enter anything. And now the event URL, and this is important because you need an URL, right, to handle the input that user typed on, right? So this is really important. So first of all, we can start by the event URL. And the event URL, let me search here. Yeah. So I'm lost. Yeah. So I'm just copy and pasting this because this is important. The event URL, it's like, for example, we need to use our request so we can know the host. We have to have something that is like this. This is our host and this is our port. So we need the scheme, which is HTTP, and our host. So it will match our our host. So we need to have those replacements, and after that we can build. Okay. And okay, so we will call something called, I don't know, let's call it input. Okay. Type the number between 1 and 9. Okay. And after this, we'll call an endpoint called input. What is important to note is that those endpoints are posts. So you can create another endpoint called input, which will be nextmode to call it. And we can get, first of all, the input event. Okay, and we can get this from the request body. So input event point dot from JSON input event. I imported the wrong one, I'm sure. Let me see. No, input event. Oh, we want this one, not the AWT. Input event is equal to input event dot from JSON, and now request dot get body. Okay, and now we can do choice or digit. It will be integer. We don't need to convert it to integer, it can be a string for now. String digit, it will be input event dot get DTMF. Okay. And now let's say something before returning. So to say something, we need to define the content type, of course, and we can talk something saying that the number that you chose is, and now I think we can concatenate strings here. Oh, sorry. So is digit. Okay. Talk action. Migrate intro. No. Wait. What is this talk action? Okay, what's wrong? Dot builder. So the builder receives text. Oh, it was right. No. What's the problem, man? Let's see here. Let me see here. So the import should be something like this. Yeah. And this is a talk action. Incompatible types. Yeah, oh, yeah, of course. Sorry. This is kind of late right now, so yeah, but you have the response. And after that, you just have to, like you did here, do the same thing, which will be the response. And that's it. Okay, so you return a JSON that will say, after you receiving the input, you will call this endpoint, and we have to return it here. And this order matters, so it will just say first the intro, then it will ask for input. You'll receive the request here, you'll get the digit, and the answer will be sent to you. Let's see if it works. Okay. Let's see. So show the phone screen and call the number. Let me put here.
This is a tutorial for education ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9.
Okay, I will press 8.
The number that you chose is...
Oh, it didn't spell 8 correctly. Yeah, because this is a string. I think. Let us see the response here.
This is a tutorial for education ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9.
5. Okay. Let's see then. Yeah. Okay. So it's really weird because it should just dictate the number. Let's test again.
This is a tutorial for education ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9.
1.
The number that you chose is 1.
Oh, is 1. Okay. Maybe something failed. But yeah, you got the idea. So, what have we learned today? First of all, there are voice names that you can use on talk action, and I will show you the correct correspondence because there are some names that will speak Spanish, others Portuguese, other names will talk like Chinese. You have several languages that you can choose from. After that, we learned that when we do an input, and every time we do an input, we need an URL to call to receive the data. And it's what is important is that this endpoint and this endpoint majorly will be called several times during the call, and it will be called when the call state changes, which is always important. And that's it. Yeah, and another major thing is that you already have to tell that you are returning application JSON and send the other content type. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you learned something today in this session. So this is session 2, and in the next session, since we are constructing a pizza restaurant customer service, we will show you how to. This won't really be a next mode, this part, next mode API, but we will construct the data structure to handle the pizza requests, which may be interesting for you or not, I don't know. And after that, we will build the entire flow, all the endpoints and all the NCCO objects that you have to return to have a completely functional customer service. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the session 3. Bye. Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to session 3 on this tutorial. Okay, so if you remember the state that we were on last session, we were doing some, let me show you here. We were doing some query. The number, this is a tutorial for live for education ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9, okay? And then, if you remember, this input will go to this URL, right? And after that, if you go to this controller, this URL will go to this post, okay? And it will receive the number that you typed in. So it will say the number that you chose is blah, blah, blah. So let's check this out if it's still working. I hope you can hear.
This is a tutorial for education ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9.
I'll press 8. Spoiler alert.
The number that you chose is...
Oh. Okay. I think I hang out the message. Let me see. The phone.
Ecosystem. Type a number between 1 and 9.
Okay. 8.
The number that you chose is 8.
Okay. It's working. And now the call ended. It was my fault. Okay. Let me put down my phone. So this is working right now, but now we want to make a pizza delivery system, right? So you can order pizza. We will have 3 options, and I can show you right now what we have. I did a little diagram for you. And so we start a call and we should have 3 options, okay? Sorry. Number 1 is to make a new order, and you see here talk is a talk action, as we saw last session. If you press 2, you will check your order status, okay? So the order may be being delivered, in transport, maybe preparing, for example. And 3, you can cancel your order. So okay, you have this. You can choose those 3 paths. Imagine that you want to order a pizza, right? So you receive a message. Oh, okay, welcome to blah blah blah. So let's make an order. And now it will say press 1 for pepperoni, press 2 for something else, press 3 for ham and cheese, whatever, and you will have 4 options, okay? 4 pizza types where you can choose. So you'll press 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then it will ask you for the pizza size that you want. So another talk action. Let me put this bigger. Another talk action. Choose the pizza size, please, and you will say small, medium, or large, and you will type accordingly 1, 2, or 3. Then it will have another talk action, and it will say, oh, do you want extra cheese? Press yes 1 for yes, press 2 for no, and you will say whatever you want. In the end, and to make this simple, I ask the number of pizzas of this type that you chose that you want, and you can press from from 1 to 10. In the end, what is important is that it will say you order, for example, 10 pepperoni small with extra cheese pizzas, okay? The price is something, and your order ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. The order ID will be a number with 4 digits, okay? And the person that is on the phone will like note the order ID, and then this person can call again, right? And okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to check your order status? Press 2. The people will press 2, and it will ask you, enter your order ID. The people will type 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you have like a database system inside your application, which in our case will be like an hash map. It will be in memory, just to make it simple. And after that, the application, if that order ID exists, the application will tell you, oh, your order ID is in state, maybe delivering, for example, and the call will end. If you choose to cancel your order, it will ask again for order ID. If you got the order ID correct, the order will be cancelled with success, okay? If not, it will say that the order does not exist and the call will be end. Basically, that's the flow that we are going to follow, okay? To make this flow, we just have to make like several NCCO objects. It will be talk objects, NCCO objects input also. And I forgot here, we will also use the stream. The stream will be something... okay, let me detach this. But the stream will be before this. So it will be something like this. Stream. And we will have the stream here. Okay. And it will basically, when the call starts, it will play a stream like a phone ringing. And after that, it will redirect for the menu, the main menu. So that's basically it. We can start now working, right? And let's see the state of our application. Let me open up my example. Okay, so we can now forget about the phone. We don't need it for now. So I will maximize this. And we have for now a controller with some endpoints, right? And nothing more. You are like constructing the actions inside the controllers. So why don't we create like a package called NCCO, okay? And we create a class called NCCO objects. And in this class, we will just get every object that that we need. So, okay, for example, let's start with stream, okay? So we want a method, public. We want a static method. We don't need to create an instance for this class. It will return an NCCO, okay? And it will be get homepage menu, okay? And now, as we saw here in main controller, when we return an NCCO, usually we need the request, okay? If we want to build an input, we need a request, okay? So we need to receive the request here, so we can check the host and the scheme. So okay, request. This is a request from Spark, okay? Request. This is not an object from NCCO, but doesn't matter. So what we want to do, homepage. Let's see again. Stream, option 1, option 2, and option 3. Okay? Let's go ahead. So there is an object in Java called stream action. Okay? Stream action or intro sounds. And you have a stream action builder. Okay? Let's end up this. And the builder receives, if you see, a stream URL. I've already prepared this, so let me copy and paste the URL that I have here. It can be an MP3 file, a WAV file. There are several formats that you can use. We will use this sound. I can show you what it sounds like. Sorry. So if I go here and click it, I hope you can hear. Okay, it's just this. All right, so okay, we already have this. So the stream, you will play the stream, right? This is giving an error because we are not returning anything. So let's return null for now. And what we want to have next, we want to have talk actions, okay? Talk action, like option 1. And you'll have a talk action with a builder. The builder receives the text that you want to synthesize, right? So, and this talk action will be press. Oh no, we might want to have like an intro one. Like, welcome to, I will call my pizza store pizza. Where your pizza is on the next level. Okay, so we have an intro, right? Let's follow. So I want 3 options. So option 1, option 2, option 3. And option 1. So press 1 to make a new order. Option 2, let me copy and paste this because I'm lazy. Press 2 to check your order status, for example. To check your order status. And press 3 to cancel your order. To cancel your order. Okay. Now we can build the NCCO object, but after that, before that, we need the input, right? Because you need to know what the user pressed. So we will have an input action, input action. It will be an input action.builder.build, and the builder doesn't receive anything in this case. And you can dot, and you can see here. So we want the event URL, okay? So this URL will be something like this, okay? So Nexmo can call our endpoint, okay. But now we don't want simply input. We want to differentiate between calls. So home page input, okay? And now we have to create this endpoint, of course, and the request dot scheme and request dot host. That's it. Build. Okay. Now we want to encapsulate all these these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 actions inside an NCCO object. So return new NCCO, okay, and this will receive a list of actions. Okay, we can see here collection of actions. Okay, so, or you can pass like as a list, as a several argument. So that's what we are going to do. So intro sound. So these are the order matters. So you want to play the intro sound first. After that, you want to play the intro. Okay, option 1, option 2, option 3, and after that you want to the input action. Okay. Okay. Now we can register our home page. Now we need to create this endpoint, home page input. Let's go to our controller. We can delete this and we can transform it, home page input. Okay. And let me see here. So now we want to get the event and the digit that the user selected, right? According to the input that you receive, you want to return or the menu, the object to ask, to tell you the pizza. Let me, so you enter here and now choose the pizza size. If the user press once, you want to have this talk. If the user press 2, you want the input to receive the input ID, the order ID in the input. If you press 3, the same thing. So I'm guessing that we need something like a switch statement. We can use a switch, and here you can call it choice. Okay, choice. Okay, case choice is 1. Break. Actually, don't need break because we are returning stuff. Let's return null for now. Case 2, which will be check the order status, and 3 to cancel an order. Okay. And let's put just a default here. Okay. So let's first. This is not a string, of course. So we want an int, right? And this is a string, so we want to convert this to int. So integer.parse parse int, and we have an integer. Okay, everything good. So let's put some. So make a new order. Check order status, and last one will be cancel order. Okay, let's see. So this will call that endpoint, and this will be the first one, first menu. So you want to put it like here in /home. So we can delete everything and just return NCCO objects.get homepage with a request, sorry, and to JSON, because we want to return the JSON itself. Yeah, we can put this in a whole line, but we don't need to worry about this. So if I stop, let's run again. Let's see if it works. So I want to collapse a bit this. Yeah, like this. Okay. Let's see. I will call again. Nothing. Terrific. Let's see. Oh, I know the problem. I think I know the problem. We need this. Yeah, this is like a bit weird because they should already know. I think the only format that is possible is a JSON, so they should already know about this. But okay, we have to send this header, this content type every time. Okay. And it's bad because they don't show the error that we are having. They simply hang out. I don't know if there is a way to check the error, but if there is not some way, this, for me, it took a while to find out that it was the issue when I was preparing this. Okay, let's see again. The stream. See? Stream.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 1 to cancel your order.
This is 3. Okay, and now we press like 3. Oh, I took too long. I think I took too long. Okay. So, first of all, this is press 3. Okay. And now we can define a timeout. They are seconds, I think. I'm not sure. They should be seconds. So 10 seconds. Okay. And now in the main controller. Yeah. Okay. Let's see again. And when we choose, the call will break. Okay. Let's see again. Right. Stream. Okay.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1. Okay. We should have a print here. Oh. No print? Let me see. Yeah, we are getting no print. Why? On page input. On page input. This is a post. Oh. I don't know if it might be. Yeah, it is a post. Should be a post. And sweet choice. Case 1, case 2. Let's place a breakpoint here, so we can see. If we are entering this endpoint. We should be. Again. Okay. I need to show my phone. Sorry. Okay. Okay. People are talking with me on Facebook. Okay.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1. Come on. I think that timeout, it will wait 10 seconds before entering here. Yeah, it didn't enter with my home page input. Okay, this is new. Input action. home page input. I don't know. What? Okay, let me see again. So we have the input action. Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. This receives a string. So I have to form the URL. I was not forming the URL correctly. So I want to replace the scheme here and the host here. I was not doing that. Yeah, now I'm doing that. I'm doing the format. Now it should work. My fault. My fault. I should be ashamed of myself. Okay, let's check again. Now it will work, I'm sure. Welcome to Pizza Pizza. Okay.
Welcome to Pizza Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
Print. Yeah, breakpoint. Okay. It will end the call, but it will print. Make a new order. Okay, we are good. We are good. Good. Okay, let's follow the path. Let's make this. Okay, we will receive the input for now, but we won't register or save the input. Okay, we need to have a data structure to do that. We have to have like a local database, in-memory database for that. So this will be our next session. Okay. But yes, so we will make all the paths, and in the next session we will make receive the input, save it, and do it. Use that data for making the order. Okay. Okay. Now, now, what can we do? So we have this done. This is done. This is done. So please choose the pizza type. Okay. So let me see here. Okay, get on page menu. Okay. So if 1 is pressed, okay, I want to have a public static and CCO get pizza type menu. Okay, it will receive again the request. Okay. Okay, and now it's always the same thing. We need pizza 1, pizza 2, pizza 3, pizza 4, and now an input action. Okay, I won't do this. I have the code here, so I'll paste it here, and I'll tell you what it means. Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon. And now we have this endpoint. Type input, okay? And maximum digits are 1. This is a way of validating things. And now we want to return the intro, the option 1, 2, 3, 4, and the input. But now we have to build the endpoint for this input, okay? So type input, okay? If we go to main controller, it's something like this. And now we just have to follow the flow. So type input, okay? Okay, and now you have to, after receiving the type, you want to do something else. You have choice here. We won't use the choice for now because it doesn't matter. For it won't determine like the path. Path will be always the same, independently of the input that you chose. So pizza type, input, and now choose the pizza size. So now in the main controller here, you'll call your get ncco objects.get pizza type, okay? And you'll receive the request. So when you receive the input, if the input is 1, you want to ask the user for the pizza type. When the pizza type, the user selects the pizza type that you want, here you have to return the pizza size. So you have again to build the pizza size menu. I already have done that, so it's the same thing. If you want, you can pause the video, but I will explain about what is about. So it's the same thing. One intro. Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small, 2 for medium, 3 for large, and you will be redirected to a size input when the user presses a number. So type input. Okay, we'll return a get pizza. And cco objects.get pizza size with the request. And now we have the type input. Okay, after that we'll have the size input. Okay, and this will be every time it will be the same. So you ask size, you receive 1, 2, or 3 for small, medium, or large, and after that you will ask if the user wants extra cheese. So again, we need to build the NCCO object, okay? And I will have it here. Again, it will be the same thing. Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no. Cheese input. So again, type input, size input. This will be the here. It will be cheese input, but size will redirect to get extra cheese menu, and you receive the choice. You know if the user wants or not, and after that you receive the choice number of pizzas. Okay, again you have to build the menu for that, and again I will paste it here. Number of pizzas. How many pizzas do you want? The maximum digits it's 1, because we want to order pizzas between 1 and here it's wrong. It's 9. And yeah, that's it. So you place the number of pizzas that you want, and now cheese input get number. Sorry. Yeah, number of pieces. Oh, get number of pizzas menu. Okay, so here, okay, and now it will return the number input. So here, home number. Sorry, I cannot change that. This one is being used. Number input, and after getting the number input, I may want to, let me see here. After that I may want to return, oh, you order, see here, you order a piece of X type with size X and price is Y, and the order ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. But since we are not storing this, I will skip this, okay? And I will just end the call. So home, sorry, number input, we won't return anything, and the call will just end because Nexmo doesn't know what needs to be done. Missing return, yeah, not a problem. Return null. I don't know if there is a way of ending the call. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. And CCO. Yeah, maybe if I... No. Just return null. It will work. Trust me. I don't know if it's the most correct way, but it will work. Okay, I think we are good to go. Let's see. Stop. Let's remove the breakpoint. Oh, we already removed it. Okay, let's run the application. Again, let's call the number. Yeah.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order.
Yeah,
press 2 to check your order
because
status.
the other menus are not
press
done.
3 to cancel your order.
1. No, we forgot something. If it works in the first try, it's really weird. Okay. Press 1 to make a new order. Oh, yeah, I'm not returning. See, the return null ends the call. Now it will work. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1. No, now I don't know what's happening. Press 1. Default is null. Return. Oh. To JSON. We have to return a JSON, right? To JSON. To JSON. To JSON. Here, okay. I know that I've already said this enough, but now it will work. Let's see if it will work right now. Let's call again.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2
Okay.
for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
4.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large.
Small.
Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
No.
How many pizzas you want?
9. Okay. It worked. I'm proud of myself. When she says small, it seems like she's like the what's his name? Why Steve Jobs? Why I forgot Steve Jobs' name. Small. No. Okay. Now we need to build the other paths. So we have built this path. Now we have to build this and this, which will be really simple, right? We have already done the hardest work. So what we need now. So when the user presses 2, okay, here, okay, so when the user presses 2, you want to return the order status. So please type your order ID followed by hash. This is just for showing purposes. You can submit only when people type the hash. If they don't type the hash, they can type like 10 numbers, and then the hash, you will receive the 10 numbers. Again, we need to create status input, okay? So it will be the same thing. Main controller, number input, status input, okay? And let me see, the status input will basically tell you, we won't build this already, but it will tell you like your order ID already exists, does not exist, or your order stat is something. Like I said, we won't do this for now, but yeah, we can return null here. And now we have the status, and now we have here the 2 is pressed, and now 3 is pressed. So let me see here. Let me just copy from here. It's simpler. So get order delete menu. Please type your order ID followed by hash again, and it will call the delete input. So it's the same thing, but here it will be delete input. Let's just return ncco with a talk action dot builder dot build, saying your order ID is choice. Which won't be choice, it will be the order ID. So dot sorry. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, yeah. .json, don't forget that. Now that's a funny thing. If you type the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, it will read the entire number, not digit by digit. So let's see what that, and I will tell you a way that I found to avoid that, which is not very creative, but it worked. So your order ID is something, and delete is, we can return the same thing. Here it will be the order ID. That's it. That's it, my friend. So let's stop. Let's start. Let me show you the phone. Let's see. Okay.
Welcome to Pizza.
Welcome.
Where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your
press
order
2.
status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
2. Your order ID is... No! Of course. Of course not. No. Wait. Something is wrong. So, when you press... Yeah, of course. I was missing this. Okay. We were just returning null again. So, get order status menu, get order delete menu. And here, yeah, now it's right. Something wasn't right. So again, show you the phone.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on the next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
2. Please type your order ID followed by
Please
hash.
type your order ID followed by hash.
So my order ID will be 1, 2, 3, 4, hash.
Your order ID is 1234.
Okay, see? The same will be for the cancel. One thing that I found that works, which may be not the best, is to separate the numbers. So so just concatenate like the first digit, second, third, and fourth, and it will just say it correctly. Okay, so I won't do this here because you already know how to do that. Of course, this is just Java, nothing to do with Nexmo. So okay. So in this session, you learned how to build like several paths or several possible paths for your Nexmo voice customer service for pizza delivery. Just kidding, but yeah, you learned that. I hope you did. And after that, we will need to have the data structure, okay, to save all the path choices that you did, and accordingly to that, we will have like the prices saved, so you can like sum all the items and multiply in the end by the number of pizzas, and just calculate the order ID as well, return the order ID to the client, and after that save that order ID in your database. Yeah, basically that's it. So this is session 3. Session 4, I'm seeing here my docs. Session 4 will be like start handling the user inputs. We are not doing that, and saving the data. So, but to save the data, we need to have the data structure. So we need to build a data structure to store the request that user is doing. Okay, this will be session 4. And we will also complete the path for making a new order. So you will receive, in fact, the price, the order ID, the order that you made itself. And after that, in session 5, we will implement the track and the track order and the delete order options. And the project is done. And we will conclude the project. You will cry because I end my tutorial, which you liked that much. So you will start crying, and you will ask for another tutorial. And I don't know if I will do it, but I'll have to think about it. Okay. So as you see, Nexmo is really useful. Is really easy to use. Imagine doing this in your side. Okay. Imagine synthesizing everything. They already have an API. You just have to pay for the rent of the phone numbers if it's an inbound call. So it's really cheap for you, enable your business to be really customer friendly. Okay. Okay. So session 3 is done. I hope you're ready for session 4. Okay. So have a nice day, and I catch you in session 4. Goodbye. Welcome everyone to session 4. Okay, so last session, in session 3, do you remember what we did? So we handled we finished all the schema, all the schema that we had to handle a pizza request. And we didn't handle the input, but we had all the schema working and mocked up. So right now, what we need to do is save whatever the customer asked for. So since this is related with data structures and not really or not a lot with Nexmo, I will explain what I did. I already have the code here, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's start. So pizza. What has a pizza? A type, a size, if it has extra cheese or not, the number of pizzas with those combinations, and the price. You might be wondering how the heck will we compute the price? I just set the prices here. So if it's a pizza of type ham and cheese, $10. 4 stations, $12.50, and so on. And about the sizes, since the price will be incremental, if the pizza is small, you will increment $0. If the pizza is medium, you will increment $3, and if the pizza is large, you will increment $5. Okay, and here you have some mapping. We'll use this for maybe later for dictating to the customer what customer just asked for, and this will be the status. If you have, we will use this later, but if the pizza the order was received, if it is preparing, in transport, or delivery. So we have the pizza here, and when we construct the pizza, you compute the price. This is really simple. You iterate over the number of pizzas that you want, you accumulate that on final price, and you get the prices for the type and size, and if the pizza has extra cheese, you just add $2.50, and the final price is computed here. We have a toString method which will convert this object to string, and I will tell you why we have this. After that, we have a pizza builder. This uses like a design pattern, which is the builder. If you don't know it, it doesn't matter really, because we are using this. If you see, the structure is the same. We don't have the price. But really what we want from this is like we can return the object itself. So we can continue building after the user press a number. We just add information. We add more information. We have the pizza type. We add the pizza size. We can add after all the extra cheese or not, and the number of pizzas. And we can also always return the pizza builder itself. When we have all these 4 parameters that we need, all these 4, we just create the pizza and call the constructor to pizza and return an object of type pizza. Okay? And next we have the order. The order has an ID, has a status, which I just talked about previously. We have the pizza itself, or the pizzas, and the current status, which is, this is the int, this is the string. And we already have like a toString method as well. We will see why we have it. Okay, now on the controller. Okay, we have the home, and how did we manage to handle the input? Okay, let's see. So home input, get pizza type menu, and the input from that will be redirect to this type input. Okay, and the user just type, for example, 1 ham and cheese. What do? First, you have to have a way to identify your order, right? So we can use something called the conversation ID. Okay, if you get this body, this input event, or whatever event you have always the conversation ID. So it will be the same. It won't change whenever you are in the same call. So this is great. We can totally use this. But before that, let me go to this pizza service. Okay, and this is important because in when you have a controller, we don't have to have all the logic on that controller. So we can use that pizza service. So the controller has a dependency to this pizza service, okay? And it receives on constructor and it uses it. And here we have 2 maps. A map of a string to pizza builder, and this map means that the requests that are in progress to be made. So while you're making your request and filling the type, the size, blah blah blah, your order is inside this map, okay? And when you finish, okay, when you type number of pizzas 5, okay, the order is complete, I will create a new pizza and a new order. You are moved to this one, okay? So you have 2 maps. Those strings are, I typed here for number, but really it is the conversation ID. And we can remove this. And what really we do is, let me remove this comment as well. And we have all the methods that we need. If you need to add a new pizza, you just type the conversation ID, and you have a new pizza builder empty. And after that, you set the pizza builder. So you reuse the pizza builder that you asked here for your conversation ID, and you just update it. And in the end, you have the finish request. What it does, it gets the pizza builder that should be already completed with all the parameters, and just add a pizza request with your conversation ID, and you create a pizza. The pizza builder returns a pizza, you add a request. What you do? You add this to this map, okay? With the order ID and the pizza, and you just put it inside it and remove it from the old map because the order is already completed. This is a way of separating stuff. Okay, so controller. All right. So when you receive something, an input, what do? You add a new pizza request. Okay, add new pizza builder, and you type the conversation ID. You send the conversation ID, and you will create an entry on this map with an empty pizza builder. And since you already know the type of pizza that the user wants, you can just do this. So pizza service, get in progress pizza builder, and from the conversation ID you can get the pizza builder that you want, and on that pizza builder just set the pizza type. That is the choice, which can be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And after that, you set the pizza builder with that conversation ID and with that new type to this service, which will add this to the map and return the next menu, which will be the size. In the size, you do exactly the same. You get the conversation ID, you fill up the pizza size, and add it to the map. Extra cheese menu, again, 1 for yes and 2 for no. If it's 1, you add true. If it's no, 2. If it's 1, you add true. If it's 2 or something else, you add false. Again, same thing, and now you ask for the number of pizzas. So, number of pizzas, what will this do? Again, call the menu to get you the number of pizzas, and you type the number that you want, and now you receive here the choice, which is really the number of pizzas. Okay? And here we have the number of pizzas. And we do the same thing, but in the end, we call the finished pizza request. And what does this do? We already saw that, but let's see again. In the pizza service, we get the conversation ID and we get the pizza builder, and we add a pizza request with a pizza already created. What this does, it creates an order, okay? And after that, it removes from the pizza that you were ordering because the order is complete. And here you just return something that I already had, a talk action saying thank you for making, can be your order. Have a nice day. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, and the call ends. Now I talked about everything that was done here. And the only thing related to Nexmo was this, right? And this choice that I was receiving, which we already covered in the last session. But now I talk that I have a toString method on pizza and a toString method on the order. Why? Because really a use case for that will be having like a web interface for checking the orders that you have, so you can show that to the cookers, right? And they start making the pizza. So what I made was not a website or something like that. I just return on the endpoint /orders the map to from string to order, okay? And this will hold all the orders that we have. So if we run this, okay, and since this is on memory, and if we go to this /orders, the map is empty, which is completely normal. Let's try to make a new order, okay? I will pick up my phone. I'll put it here near the microphone so you can hear. Here we have the logs.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham.
This is exactly the same that
Press 2
what we
for
have.
4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
1.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large.
Large.
Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
Yes.
How many pizzas you want?
1.
Thank you for making your order. Have a nice day.
Okay. So, we made an order. Let's see if I remember what we asked for. We asked for ham and cheese. So the price is calculator. The price is $10 plus. I asked a large, I think, plus 5, and I asked for extra cheese, $2.5. Sorry, $2.5. $17.50 total price. Let's see. Yes. So, status is received. It's the default status because when I create an order, I set this default to 1, which is received. Okay, that's fine. Pizza requests. Pizzas, number of pizzas. 1 has extra cheese. Yes, it has. Pizza size, it's large. The pizza type is ham and cheese. And the pizza price is $17.50. I know this is not beautiful, but that's not why I did this. If you make a new order, it will add an order entry there and it will display it. Okay, we can try to make a new order to see if it shows up. Why not? Let's ask for 10
Welcome to
pizzas.
Pizza.
No, 9.
Your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status.
No.
Press 3 to cancel your order.
1.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and
For
cheese.
bacon.
Press 2 for
It
4
will be the
stations.
expensive.
Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
Bacon.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small.
No.
Press 2 for medium.
No way.
Press 3 for large.
Large.
Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes.
Yes.
Press 2 for no.
Yes, I want. How many
How
pizzas
many
do you
pizzas
want?
do you want?
9.
Thank you for making your
Okay.
order. Have a nice day.
This order will be expensive. Let's see. Okay. Number of pizzas 9. True. Large. Bacon. Price. Yeah, it's pricey. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, my phone just... No, it didn't. Okay. So, we now are returning and saving the orders that we have, right? And we are just returning to the customer. Thank you for making your order. We are not doing anything more. Why not to have like someone saying, okay, your order was 3 extra cheese large pizzas. The order was not this. Your order was like 1 ham and cheese large pizza with extra cheese. Okay, so we can surely implement that. So since this is related again to Nexmo, I can do that in here. So since you want to show your order, okay, so you can have, let me lower the microphone a bit. Okay, you can have a public, you return an NCCO, right? dictate order, yeah, whatever, and you want to dictate your order, so you want to dictate everything that's on pizza. So we can have several talk actions, or we can have one talk action with several sentences. I don't know the right way of doing this, so I'll just have one talk action with several sentences in there. So string builder equals to new string builder. Okay, concatenate strings, it's always better on string builder. So string builder dot append. So your request is, okay, and string builder dot append number of pieces. So your request is 1 or 2, so this dot pizza dot get number of pizzas. So your request is 1. Now we may want to append a space, right? Now, so your request is 1. Now pizza type, so this dot pizza dot get pizza type. So, but since this is a number, this is an integer, we want to map this to the actual name. So type names dot get, yeah, so type names is this constants one, and if you see here, the one will be ham and cheese to 4 stations, and that's it. Okay, so your request is 1 ham and cheese pizza, right? So pizza, if it's 2, it should be pizzas. So I'll always have pizzas. This is not really the point. So your request is 1 ham and cheese pizzas. Now maybe ham and cheese large, so type size name, no, import, okay, this.pizza.get size. So your request is 1 ham and cheese large pizza. Okay, actually we can do this, why not? If this is equal to 1, we just do this, otherwise we do this. Okay, your request is 1 ham and cheese large pizza with extra cheese or not. So if this dot pizza dot is extra cheese, we will add a sentence which will be pizzas with extra cheese. If it doesn't have extra cheese, we just don't say it. And now we can tell the price, so right? So another string builder. I have a fly in here, stop it, man. Now the total price of your order is, now I can call pizza. So string builder, no, append is this dot pizza dot get price, and now with two L's. Okay, now we just need to build the talk action. So talk action equals to new. If you remember this, talk action dot builder, the builder receives the text, so string builder dot toString, and now dot build, right? And after that we return a new NCCO that receives the talk action, and that's it. So awesome, we have it. And now our main controller, in the end, okay, we can return the so we need the order, right? Yeah, we need to have the order. So set pizza builder, finish pizza request. It will be useful for us that this add request returned the order. So this will return the order, and this is also return the order. We need the order to get the dictate what we want. So oh nope, so no, so order, and in the end just return order. Okay, and here in the main controller it will here will return the order, so we can just do this dot dictate order dot to JSON and return this, and just making, we can make this prettier. Okay, let's see if it works. So I can hit the stop service and start it again. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1. Oh, I took too long. Okay. Okay, I took too long.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1.
Choose the pizza that you want.
Okay.
Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
4.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large.
3.
Do you want extra cheese?
Nope.
Press 1 for yes. Press 2
Yes.
for no. How many pizzas you want? Your request is 5 bacon large pizzas with extra cheese. The total price of your order is $117.5.
Woohoo! 117 and something and a half dollars. Okay, it really worked out, and it even said pizzas, not pizza. Awesome. So let's see, we already handled the user request, we already returned what was the order type with all the details. We are just missing something that won't be done in this session. So what we still have two features to add: the cancel order and the get order status. So that will be done in the next session, okay, in the last session. But for now is this. But in order for we to cancel or get the order status, we need an order ID. This will be just a problem to introduce for you. So for now we are using this, as you can see here, for your order ID. We cannot use this because we need to tell the user what is the customer. We need to tell the customer what is his order ID. And the customer just, first, this number is too long and the customer cannot type letters. So we need to have another way to have an order ID, okay? After that, in here, we have to return as well, in this dictate order, we have to return. And your order ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. So user can use that ID to check the order status or cancel the order. And in order to check the order status is really easy. You just go to the map, you go to this map, you get the ID, right? Not the conversation ID, but the ID that user sent, and you go to the order and get the current status, and that's it. And you dictate that you return a talk action with that. In order to cancel, you just see if the other order exists on the map. If it exists, you just delete it and tell the user that the order was deleted with success or cancelled. If it doesn't exist, you can tell the user, man, that order doesn't exist. Get the fuck out. So yeah, so this was the idea to present you on this session. And in the last session, we will finish the product with those two features that are missing. So I hope you like this session, and I hope you are excited for the next one. See you in the last session. Goodbye. Hello everyone, and welcome to session 5. So this will be the last session, okay? And we are missing something. So first of all, we need to handle those cases. So the case that you want to cancel your order and the case that you want to check your order status. So let's do it. After that, we want, let me think, we want to finish this, and after that we want to tell you the order ID, or maybe before, you need the order ID to know the order that you want to cancel. And we will emulate or simulate that the order status change. So for each order that you make, we will make like a periodical task that will change the order status until it's delivered. When it's delivered, nothing will happen. So yeah, that's basically it for this last tutorial and for this session 5. So let's start it. So let's build a menu for this. So since we have this get pizza menu here, this is for one is pressed. We can build a similar one when 2 is pressed. And when 2 is pressed, it means that you want to check your order status. So you'll build a public static NCCO. It's same thing. Get order status menu. You'll receive a request, and you just want to have a talk action, right? So let's copy and paste this, and you want to say like, please type your order ID followed by hash. Okay. And after that, of course, you want an input action again. You already know how this works, and it will be like status input, our endpoint. So status input, and we need something. The digits, the maximum digits will be 4, but we will use a different thing, which will be submit on hash true. So when the user types an hash in the end, it will submit the input. And I'll just return the NCCO. New NCCO, the intro, and input. That's done. Now let's get the... When you press 3, actually my OCD tells me to put this in this place. When you press 3, get order delete menu. So please type your order ID followed by hash. It seems appropriate to me. It's the same. And here instead of status it will be delete. Okay. And now we just need to gather this information. So we need to create those endpoints, right? So let me see here. Okay. So before that, let's put this in the end. So it will be an endpoint like this. And it will be the status input and the delete input. Let's for now order ID. Order ID. Let's for now just print out the order ID to see if it's correct, okay? So order ID and same thing here. Okay. We are having errors because yeah, missing returning statement. Let's return null and cal will end right here. Done. Let's run this. Okay. Okay. I will pick up my phone. Wait. No. And I will call the number. Wait. There's something wrong. The screen sharing is not working. Let me try to open this again. I'm sorry. Let me just configure this. Okay. Okay. Let me put this bigger. Okay. Okay. Yes, now we have the phone sharing screen again, so I can show you what I'm doing. Okay, let's call the number. And let's press 2.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
Okay, pressing 2. Okay. Let's see if something was printed. No. Okay, nothing was printed out. Why that? Oh. Of course, nothing was printed. We need to add an entry here or on the on-page menu. So get order deletes the status menu with requests dot to JSON and get order delete request to JSON. Yeah. Let's do it again.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel
press
your
2.
order. Please type your order ID followed by hash.
1, 2, 3, 4 hash. Awesome. Okay. As you see, it worked. We have our order ID. That's what we want. If you do the same thing for cancel, it's like it's the same, so it will work as well. Okay. So we have add this, and now here we want to return an answer like your order status is X, or your order was cancelled. Okay, so we have several ways of doing that, but first we need to check that the order actually exists. So what can we do in pizza service? Okay, do we have a getter to this? No. So yes, we have get orders. Okay, so here what we can do is we receive the order ID, but first we are doing something that's not fine. When we create an order here, we are saving the order here as the conversation ID. So here we want to create something with 4 digits, right? So we might want to do something some random number. I know that it can be an overlap right there, but this is just for tutorial purposes. So random equals to new random. So string order ID will be equal to string dot format. I want to generate a number with 4 digits, so you can do something like this. Sorry, no, yeah, like this, and random dot next int. Okay, this will give us a number with 4 digits that is random. And then, instead of adding the conversation ID, we will add this order ID. And we will remove from these builders the conversation ID, because we use that to add to the conversation ID. So now that we have this here on the other orders, we can actually do this. So if we come here, on main controller, when we type to get the status, we have to do something. So we will try to get the order. If you do pizza service dot get orders, which gets our map, dot get, now you send the order ID, which is a string, so we have to convert it, string dot value of order ID. If this object exists, it means the order exists. If it's not, it doesn't exist. It will be null. So it's really easy now, right? If objects dot is null order, say that the order does not exist. Else, say the order status. No, not they. Say the order status. Easy. So again, we will have a talk action answer, and this answer can be 2 things. Answer is equal to, let me copy and paste the talk action from here, and it will be like, I am sorry, but your order ID does not exist. Yeah. And here we will return the answer, and here it will be the same thing, but talk action will be something like your order status is something. So your order status is, and now we need to get that order status. So is order dot get status. That's it. Because when we construct an order, we add it a status, which is Received. Okay. So. No. Don't want to run tests. Sorry. No. Let's. Okay. Let's try if this is working. First of all, we need to create. No, we don't need to create an order. We can just try to get some order. So, yeah. Before that.
Welcome to Pizza.
Yeah.
Your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check
Okay.
your order
We don't have
status.
orders.
Press 3 to cancel your
One.
order.
Let's make a new order.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
It will be bacon.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large.
3.
Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
Yes.
How many pizzas you want?
Just one.
Your request is 1 bacon large pizza with extra cheese. The total price of your order is $23.5.
Okay. First we need to say to the user the order ID. We can do that later. Let's see if the order shows up. Okay. And the order ID is 0801. Okay. So if we call again. Let's check the order status.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
2. Let's give a number.
Please type your order ID followed by hash.
Let's give a number that doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, wait. Wait, because it shouldn't have... Oh, yeah. To Jason. Right? Yeah, it's not return answer. It's return a new and CCO. Come on, man. Answer dot to JSON. I'm sorry. We will have to create another order. Let's do it. My phone froze again, but
Welcome to Pizza,
I will show it
where your pizza
for you
is on next level.
after this.
Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
1.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon. Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large. Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no.
Okay.
How many pizzas you want?
1.
Your request is 1 pepperoni large pizza with extra cheese. The total price of your order is $22.5.
Okay. Let me fix this screen sharing again. I don't know why this is happening. Let me scan again the code. Okay. Come on. This will be the last time, man. Go. Okay. Let's see our order ID again. It will be different. Okay, 9253. Let's call it again. Let's give an order that doesn't
Welcome
exist.
to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel
Press
your
2.
order. Please type your order ID followed by hash.
111 hash.
I am sorry, but your order ID does not exist.
Great, great. Now let's put the real deal. Again. My screen froze. I don't know why.
Your pizza is on next
Okay,
level.
let me show you the order
Make
ID.
a new order. Press 2 to check your order
Yeah.
status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
2. Oh. I took too long. There's something that we can change on Nextmo settings.
Pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check
It's
your
really
order
not important
status.
right now.
Press 3 to cancel your order.
2.
Please type your order
9253.
ID followed by hash.
9253 hash.
Your order status is received.
Received. Okay, great. Great, great, great. I don't know why my screen is frozen. I don't really know why. But I will try one last time. I will try one last time. Let's see. Okay, sign in. Done. Okay, we have the screen again. I don't know for how much time, but we have it, so. Okay, now we need to do the delete, right? The delete, it's almost the same thing. So we can copy and paste this. We can delete this. We know that this is right. We can copy and paste this. Here. Right? But now, the thing is, when the order exists, you need to say your order was cancelled with success. That's it. And, no, of course. And, we need to actually cancel the order. So we need to delete the order from here. That order must be deleted. So how can you do this? Easy. We have the pizza service. We can add a method called cancel order that just deletes the order from the hash map, right? I think that's the best way. It's easy. So public void, yeah, it won't return anything. Cancel order. What we need to receive? String order ID and nothing more, I think. And yeah, orders dot delete or remove the object. Done. It's done. So on the NCCO, on main controller, if we enter here, we just after that or before call the pizza service dot cancel order with the order ID. And the order ID, it's an integer and we want it to be a string. It's done. So we can cancel orders right now. We can test it, but we have to create a new order. Let's create a new order. We have to do it. A quick order.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
No, one for now.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon. Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large. Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no. How many pizzas you want?
Okay. Oh, something was wrong. Something was wrong. I think it was my phone. Yeah. What the heck? Something this happens and I don't really know why.
Where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order.
I don't know if it has to do with timing or something like that. Let's try again.
The pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon. Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small. Press 2 for medium. Press 3 for large. Do you want extra cheese? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no. How many pizzas you want? Your request is 1 bacon large pizza with extra cheese. The total price of your order is $23.5.
Okay, my phone screen froze again, so yeah, no problem. So the order ID is 1405. Let's try to cancel it. You just hear right now.
Pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status.
3.
Press 3 to cancel your order. Please type your order
1405. 1405 hash.
Your order was canceled with success.
Awesome. Was it? Was it? Yes. Great. So now we can cancel orders, but we have to say the order ID, right? So when we create a new order, which is here, we have to say the order ID. Okay, so if we have to say the order ID, we have the order ID here, right? But we have to set it, or we are receiving it. So the total price of your order is something dollars string builder dot append dot please note your order ID. And now your order ID will be something. If we place the order ID like this, what will happen? It will be read like the old number, but we want to say like 1534. So we want to do this dot substring 0 to 1 to split the string by each digit. So plus, I don't know if there is a better way of doing this. Maybe there is, but so we want 0 1 1 2 2 3 and 3 4. Those are like the indexes. So yeah, and now we can append something like string builder dot append thank you for your order. That's it. And now to string. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so before that, let me finish something. When we make a new order, when we construct an order, we are setting the status here. But we want to be able to change it. So I'll have a method on the order call public void update order status, and it will receive nothing because it will keep track. And if this dot current status, which is an integer, is different than 4, we want to update it because 4 is the delivery. So this dot current status plus plus, and this dot status, which is a string, it's order status dot get this dot current status. So here we have an updated status with a string value, so we can say the user the current status. And that's it. So we can call it, but we need to call it in a periodical way. So we are constructing an order on the pizza class, on the pizza service. So what we need to do is when we create an order, we want like change the order. Yeah, it's not working. Status every 30 seconds. Okay? So we can create a schedule executor service. Okay? Execute. There are several ways of doing this. It's just for showing purposes. It's not really important, but it makes this more fun. So schedule, find rate, so fixed rate, so order. So we pass the object, the delay, and the periodic. So it will start changing after 10 seconds, and 30 seconds will call this, and time unit dot seconds. But this is giving us an error because it should receive a runner. So we need to implement the order class needs to implement runnable, which is an interface. Runnable. So runnable has a method that you need to override, which is the run method. So what we need to do is code generate override methods run. See? Okay. And now in this run method, we need to update the order status. This dot update. No, it's not on pizza service. I'm sorry. It's on order, not here. Because this order, this schedule at fixed rate will call the order run method. That's why it needs to extend to implement that interface. So implement runnable. Now yes, we go to generate code, generate over implement methods run. Okay, and now here we call this dot update order status. No, update order status. That's it. So now it won't give us an error because it's working, and I think it's all. I'll try again to reconnect. I really want you to see the full picture. Okay. I will create a new order again. It should say the order ID, don't forget that. Yeah, it's really slow. It won't work. Never mind. So we don't have any orders. We'll have to stop and to start. And I'm calling.
Welcome to Pizza, where where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3 to cancel your order.
So 1.
Choose the pizza that you want. Press 1 for ham and cheese. Press 2 for 4 stations. Press 3 for pepperoni. Press 4 for bacon.
4.
Now let's choose the pizza size. Press 1 for small.
Let's ask for a small pizza now.
Press 3 for large.
Small?
Do you want extra cheese?
No.
Press 1 for yes.
I just had too many pizzas today.
How many pizzas you want?
6.
Your request is 6 bacon small pizzas. The total price of your order is $96.0. Please note your order ID 2086. Thank you for your order.
2086. You heard the lady. 2086. Oh, awesome. So, and status is preparing. Okay? After 10 seconds, if you see in the code, pizza service. After 10 seconds, it should change to what? Actually, it's already changed. Now it will should change to in transport. In transport. Let's call now and check the order status.
Welcome to Pizza, where your pizza is on next level. Press 1 to make a new order. Press 2 to check your order status. Press 3
Let's press
to
2.
cancel your order. Please type your order
It's delivered
ID
right now.
followed by hash.
Okay, 2086 ash.
Your order status is delivered.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so that's how we finish this tutorial. So I'm sorry for not being able to share the screen, but you already know what I'm doing if you saw the previous tutorials. And yes, so we just had a really simple way of handling customers' requests to ask for a pizza, right? But this really shows the power that Nexmo has, and there was lots of boilerplate in this code because there was business logic that I need to handle, and I did it completely because imagine that the pizza, like this case, was delivered and I want to cancel it. It won't be possible in the reality. So we have to, if we want to make this work in real world, we will have to improve this and add more business rules. But as you know, this is not really the point of this tutorial. So I try to keep it simple, but at the same time keep it like real, you know, and make you think that this can be really used in the outside world. Another thing that could be like improved was like you don't have to hear all the options: ham and cheese, 4 stations, pepperoni, bacon. If you want ham and cheese, you heard, you know, it's 1, so you press already 1 and it ends. It is a property called barge in, and you can use it whatever you want. And yes, those APIs are working for Java, are working for Python, are working for C#. I don't know if Nexmo API. I know that they have several SDKs, and education. So this tutorial is for education ecosystem. So I have several one. Oh, education ecosystem is not working. Okay, so but I have several tutorials there. Let me try again. What? No. It's not working. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Okay, it's working. So I have more 2 projects or 3 here. I will add this one, so I'm recording right now, so you can check them out. This one is really good. Sorry, yeah, this one is really good as well, but this is better because I made this with a friend, and my friend and I were doing pair programming, so it's really awesome. But that's it. So I will have all the source code in the resources, and you can check it out. And as you may see, that Nextmo has some examples. I will post on the resources as well. They have some GitHub examples on how to do stuff. And yeah, you can do this as I said in Python, Java, C Sharp. I don't know if they have C++, but you have several possibilities for this. And if you don't want to really program, you can have an entire JSON. Remember, these generate JSON. You convert always this to JSON, so you can have a large JSON with all the logic, and you just need to have the input endpoints on your server, and that's it. So guys, that's it. And I'm sorry for the phone screen sharing is not working, but I don't know why. So I hope you enjoy those 5 sessions. And yeah, that's it. Maybe the next tutorial, if you like this tutorial, the next one will be about the SMS API. Why not? We can have a pizza delivery system with SMS. It will be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed again. My name is Ricardo Neves, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.